I am Sunil Kumar, a dual postgraduate with MBA qualification and over 28 years experience in FMCG industry.
Thank you for your introduction. In your experience, what are the most important facilities or services that luxury hotels should prioritize for business travelers?
So, when you say luxury hotel or corporate hotel, there is a difference. When you travel with a family, you want a luxury, but when you travel alone, you want comfort and freedom, less noise, less chaos, less occupancy. Now, if you go to a luxury hotel, at times you find a lot of families there, and when families are around, kids will also be around. When kids are around, noise is automatic. But when you go to a corporate hotel, you find these things not of that high volume or that high degree. So what do you feel that the hotels have to define? They have to define. Suppose I have a hotel in say middle of Delhi. I know that this hotel will be used by all, a family, a corporate traveler, you know, uh, an association for its conference. So I have to define that if my hotel is in central Delhi, it should not be only for family. It should be more of a corporate hotel. So location matters. Hotels in capital cities, they are not more of luxury hotels. They are more of corporate hotels. They become luxury hotels when they organize weddings. They become luxury hotels when they organize large seminars. But from 8 to 6, they are not luxury hotels, they are corporate hotels. So in corporate hotels, we want better rooms, better, food choices, not large food choices. What happens in luxury hotels? They will keep 40 items in breakfast. 15 items go waste. So they should define the breakfast according to the customer. For family, separate buffet should be there. For corporate hotels, separate buffet should be there. So there can be 2 rooms in the hotels where a corporate passenger or a traveler can go, where a family person go. Now what happens? In the morning, when breakfast is there, corporate person, family persons all are in the same room. So suppose I want to do some work on my mobile or my system, I can't. And then, because in one place so many people are there, so the noise of cutlery is so high that I'm not able to understand what my service person is saying or what I'm eating. So this is one area where we need focus. Corporate person wants focus, not high luxury. He wants focus. He wants kind of solace or silence. He wants gadgets. Suppose there can be a small system which can be placed there. Suppose my net is not working, so that means my system is not working. I am trying through hotspot also, then also I am not able to work. So then I can use that system for at least sending my general mails or information. Another thing is that when we go to gyms, when we go to their gyms, we don't find trainers. We find there are 6-7 treadmills. There is a hi-fi gym, but majority of corporate travels are not gym goers. They are more of natural exercising people. They do yoga, they do breathing exercises, they do meditation. So we need that kind of environment. It's not that loud music, full throttle AC is going on, and a 45-year-old person or a 50-year-old person is running on the treadmill, and within 5 minutes he loses the interest because he feels that music is so loud, AC is so chilled, whereas that person is used to doing the natural exercises. So we should create a kind of small room where meditation or yoga can be done. And for yoga, we don't need a yoga teacher. We need the environment. That environment is missing. I myself find it difficult. So what I do, then I do yoga in my room. I will sit down on my carpet because I don't have yoga mat there. Whereas I feel very bad because on the carpet you have all kind of mosquitoes and dust and all kind of bacteria. But then also I have to sit down. So I'll sit down. I'll do my lom vilom. I'll do my stretching exercises. I'll do my other exercises. So suppose if same facility can be given to me in a gym, I'll be very happy as a corporate traveler. So these are the few interventions we want.
As you are experienced with luxury hotels, what do you think in terms of technology integrating AI and digital check-ins?
Digital is not only, getting digital infra in place. Digital is also making people to learn. So there are many guests who are not that digital savvy. There are many corporate travelers who forget. This is a human tendency. So what I feel, many a times I have checked in many hotels where digital lockers are there on the rooms. Most of the time keys are not working because there is a specific period for which key is, active, and the person at, reception, he forgets to recharge it. You also forget that you are out for 8 hours, your key is deactivated. You then again go down to the ground floor, get it activated, he'll send a person, again your 30 minutes is lost. And you are tired, again you are feeling irritated because your time is going on. Second thing is that, you see, when we say digital experiences, uh, take an example of menu. I have never found any good hotel with a proper digital menu. The digital menu is either incomplete, or it is not updated, or it is lacking the clarity. Because I'll tell you, see, in a corporate or a luxury hotel, the food variety and the range is very large. So when you try to curate so many pages digitally in menu, it may cost more. So what they give a physical menu. The physical menu is so dirty that nobody wants to, flip through the all pages. So generally the interest is lost. So this is one area where I feel that digital menu should be there. Second is the television part. If you look at most of the corporate and luxury hotels, they have DTH, but they don't have all the channels. For example, if you want to log on to Netflix, you will not find. If you want to log on to the local channel of your language, you will not find. Another issue is most of the televisions, they start with news, whereas we don't want to see the news because we all know what news is showing. So we want, relaxation. We want something which is of our interest. For example, if I am a corporate traveler, I may go for National Geographical Channel. That is on the 600 number. So I am searching. I get irritated. I leave the, television. I don't, want to see it. Then I'll open my mobile. I'll again start flipping through. But mobile is stress. Your screen is small. After 9 hours working, I don't want to take stress. I want relaxation. So they should improve the quality of, screen. They should improve the quality of, channels. They should improve the quality of, non-disruptive, telecasting. Telecasting is very disruptive in hotels. Very disruptive. Half the time it's not working. If it is working, the remote is not working. So when AI is there, why to, you keep these outdated remotes? You can use our mobile as a remote. They can give us the tool and we can use it. How much it will cost? Hardly 20 rupees per traveler or per guest. So suppose our hotel has a occupancy of 200, they can charge 4,000 rupees per day for us from us. Digital is not expensive. We all know how much data we consume and how much, we use it throughout the day.
Looking ahead, what trends do you think will redefine the luxury hospitality and business travel experience in the next 5 years?
See, if you look at India, luxury and business travel has been redefined in terms of the religious travel. Ayodhya, Amritsar, Shirdi, and other places which have been connected by air, they are seeing a lot of influx. Because see, whenever earlier we used to travel to Shirdi, I remember traveling to Shirdi, I used to get down to Mumbai by air. Then I used to travel whole night by road for 5 hours, and then I used to reach Shirdi. So 5 o'clock I get down at Mumbai airport. 6 o'clock I start, or 5 o'clock I start for Shirdi by road. I reach Shirdi by 9:30. I join the 10 p.m. prayer. So I'm so exhausted. And suppose in road travel I get stuck in traffic. My entire plan is gone, is gone for a toss. So direct connectivity, airlines connectivity, to these religious places can multiply the revenue of airlines, can multiply the revenue of hoteliers, and can at the same time give more ease and support to the traveler. Because when you have fast connectivity to a travel, to a religious travel place, you save your time. So when you save your time, you can spend more time there in religious activity. So we see this area growing up. Second area that we see growing up is the weddings. In wedding season, airlines should have a we should have a better planning. What we see, they have 2 flights in a day to Jaipur in July. They will increase maximum 3 flights to Jaipur in wedding season. Whereas in wedding season, they should increase the flights to 4 times. Again, the data can help. Again, the digital can help. Look at the data, na? How many weddings are happening in Udaipur? What is the average cost of wedding? How many rich families are traveling? So suppose Virat Kohli wedding is happening in Udaipur. I am just taking an example. At least 500 top families must be there. Now, for 500 families, you need 5 airlines, at least. And those 5 airlines should have multiple options to travel. But what happens? You will find same frequency of flights in Udaipur in off-season time as compared to season time. So this is where airlines need to work. Similarly, hotels also need to work. That, they will have 4 kind of travel to Udaipur. One will be wedding travel, one will be Holi travel. Holi means the festival of colors. Third will be the travel of newlyweds. Fourth travel will be the travel of the kids in the age group of 1 to 7 years. But they don't make arrangements. So what happens? Same hotel oversold, same hotel 10,000 rupees getting sold for 25,000 rupees. So on one side you make 25,000 rupees for 2 days. Other side you don't make even single rupee for 5 days because your hotel is not full, your hotel is empty. This is bad planning. This is not linked to the number of rooms. This is bad. So they should improve, they should make use of data. Now take the recent example. Sorry. Now monsoon is there across the country, and this time monsoon has gone havoc. Now what happens when I know that key rainfall density is more between 3 to 5, more density is there between 9 to 11, and more density is there between 6 to 8. Again, data can tell me, AI can tell me, why should I have more flights in that period? I should shuffle my timings. Instead of 9 o'clock, I make it 9:30. Instead of 3 o'clock, I make it 2 o'clock. Now, result is what? Passenger time is lost, airlines time is lost, airlines revenue is lost. Then another issue with airlines, by the time they land, they have to ready for second round trip. So they don't get enough time to, re-clean the airlines, reset the airlines. Ahmedabad air crash was example. Continuous flying can have trouble for airlines. Be matter it is Boeing or be matter whatever plane type is. So we are ourselves to blame because we don't plan these micro level parameters. We plan the macro level parameters. Come and tell me what will be the revenue for the day. How many travel business operators you have touched upon. How many tickets are pre-sold. At what price point you are selling. Why you are not able to sell the tickets with the seat pricing. Why more people have opted for free seats. Now you see one trend. Earlier I remember about 3 months back, you were having about 40% seats free of cost. You hardly have 5% now. Then also there is a issue. Even after payment, sometimes what happens, the seat which is available for 500 rupees becomes 2000 rupees immediately. So this is a dark pattern. Na? This should not be allowed in airline sector. On the one side, we hit e-commerce and quick commerce for dark pattern. Other side, we are ourselves promoting dark pattern.
What steps do you think airlines should take to maintain eco-friendly practices, as it is a growing concern towards sustainability?
See, if you see the food coming in airlines, is still in aluminum foils. Second, it is in plastic. Third, the cutlery used is also mostly plastic. Fourth, what we feel that, one side we say that sustainability is important. other side we are serving most of the maida products. For example, that bun which they give with the butter to use, whether it is a luxury airlines or a low cost airlines or economy airlines, all will give you a bun with a Amul butter or other butter. My first question is that when we can't sustain our health, how can we sustain the planet? And maida is a byproduct. So whenever you are processing something, you are emitting something. So when I make atta from wheat, I emit certain gases. When I make maida from that atta, I further emit the gases. So on one side we want to take sustainability, but on the other side we don't follow the basics. This is one. Second is second part is about the petrol smell. Whenever you get down on an airport, be it in Dubai or USA or India, you will find at least 20% of the area of the airport, you know it is full of the petrol drops or the leaked petrol or whatever is there. So I want to say one thing, suppose an airport or a country consumes on a particular airport say X amount of liters of petrol, and because of that leakage or droppage or quick filling in haste, we waste about 10% of the total capacity. So suppose total capacity is 10,000 liters of the airport for airlines to consume the hydrogen fuel or whatever fuel they are using, 10% is wasted. So 1000 liters we are putting on the floor per day. So if we take the petrol pump across the globe, how much emissions we are doing? So we must look at this, fuel refilling practices and the processes of the airlines. And another thing is that we use lot of buses, the so-called Airbus or whatever you call it. In Dubai, I have seen this that they have almost I'll say they have stopped using the buses. They use metro for boarding the passenger from one terminal to another terminal, for boarding passenger from one place to another. In India, which is seeing a great revolution in terms of airlines, we have about, I think in a year, 30 crore people traveling from airlines. So for those 30 crore people, I think we must be having at least 1 lakh buses across the airports to make passengers to shuffle across. So now these 1 lakh buses, how much emissions they do? So why can't we have a metro there, or a small tunnel, or some kind of a rapid rail, or some kind of other that new technology is coming. I'm forgetting, it is being used by Saudi government. I'm forgetting, it's like hyperpool, hyperloop. So hyperloop can be used, because you see, whenever we are using buses, we are using a lot of emissions. We are wasting petrol, we are wasting energy, we are wasting air also. So in my view, airport air outside is more polluted than the airport air inside because of these emissions. And medical tourism can be promoted if we take care of these factors. See, I'll take an example. I was going through an article. India could be the next medical tourism hub. Why? I met somebody from Iraq recently. She told me, sir, Iraqi dinar to India is 18 rupees. So for us, getting a test done in Iraq, suppose we have to do a CT and a small surgery, it costs us say about 20,000 Iraqi dirhams or dinar. In India, the same surgery costs us in 5,000 to 8,000 dinars. So why not to travel to India? But they say when we travel to India, we find it is not hassle free. It is hassleful. The result is that our patient, number of diseases, they multiply from 10 to 50. So पहली चीज जो उसको होती है, that is fever. Fever will happen when air is not pure. So we should look at this sustainable practice at another point, that if we adopt sustainable practices in airlines, we can at least promote travel medical tourism by 4%. Promotion of medical tourism by 4% means at least 5% growth for the airlines in the revenue and the profitability.
How important are factors like flexible booking, pricing transparency, and loyalty programs for you when choosing an airline?
You have touched something which basically came to my mind and have been disturbing me for last 1 year. For us, a traveler like us who has a busy schedule and a very, rapid changing schedule, we have to reshuffle a lot our dates and times. And when we want to reshuffle a lot our dates and times, what we feel that, even if the airlines has given us the flexi charges to change the date, that flexi charges are at least 35% of the overall ticket cost. We understand that airlines also suffer the loss. So to minimize this, what airlines can do, they have our mobile number. Our mobile number is our identity. Our Aadhaar number is our identity. So from the mobile number, they can track that, okay, this traveler had done about 50 travels from our airlines in year 2024. Now for this particular customer, if we in every ticket we charge him 30% as the flexi charges for changing the schedule, is it worth? Second question, when we charge this gentleman and again 30% flexi charges, he or she will try to opt for other airlines. So can we retain that customer vis-a-vis losing that customer by working on this data? That why not to have a flexi charges slab? Okay, you are a traveler of 5 times, 1000 rupees. You are a traveler of 40 times, 500 rupees. You are a traveler of 100 times, 50 rupees. So data can help. This is where digital technology and AI can help the airlines. I will take another example. You see, when Air India was bought over by Tata, I had about 11,000 points. So I lost all the points, and then I made a hue and cry to Air India staff and Tata management, because I'm very close to them. They said, Sunil, we want to carry forward your points, but unfortunately, the previous regime of Air India did not maintain the data. So we are not able to give the justification that how did we carry forward these points. You see how digital economy can help, because digital can give you the data of the 30 years, 20 years of that traveler, and basis that you can create combos, make certain price plans, certain schedule plans for regular travelers. This is my suggestion here. And another thing is regarding transparency. So when COVID was there, I had booked Vistara. It was in third wave, and suddenly before travel, 2 days before travel, my throat got infected, and I cancelled the ticket, and the ticket cost was 11,000 rupees. So I kept on fighting. They were not giving me the money. They said ki you basically attach the prescription of the doctor. I told them that I am a corporate traveler. You can check my record. I will not lie you. Then I basically uploaded the doctor prescription, where the doctor wrote that to be watched for medical conditions. So I said, give me the refund. They did not give me the refund. Then I had to approach the Vistara CEO to intervene, and then I got the 30% refund. So transparency should be there in terms of the clauses. Okay, this clause, this much refund. Suppose somebody has sad or bad news at the home, touch wood, nobody should have. This is the refund. Now you tell me, suppose a family was willing to travel to Germany, and suddenly somebody in the family expired. Now the ticket value should be about 2 lakhs, and you get to know that you are getting only 10,000. Now will you fight for that 1,90,000, or you will look for the sad demise of the family member and his last rites? So they should have slabs. Okay, medical condition, this much refund. Late comers, no refund. Somebody who came in timely but had problem in security checkup, he lost time there, this much refund. Because of security checkup also, a lot of flights are missed. People lose, sometimes they forget their bag, sometimes they bring some items for which they don't get clearance, they don't know the process. 30-40 minutes goes. I was on Jaipur airport day before. I saw 4 passengers fighting with one airlines on this subject. Security clearance got delayed. Security clearance got delayed because they came late, and security clearance got delayed, and they were fighting with the airlines. So we should have a slab. Okay. Then somebody who has kids, they should be given more flexibility. Somebody who is old age should be given 100% refund. Somebody who is a patient should be given 100% refund. Suppose a patient is going, suddenly his or her health condition deteriorates 30 minutes before departure. Then what? On one side, we want to promote our tourism. One side, we want to promote our medical tourism. Other side, we are not looking at the parameters. Again, AI can and digital can give us the data. Very easy.
In terms of safety and health standards, what additional measures do you believe airlines should continue or newly adopt post-pandemic?
See, toilets in most of the airlines are not maintained well, especially those airlines which are long distance airlines. The reason is that, in India we always say he is a toilet cleaner and he is a chef. But in international, a worker is worker. Whether he is a guard or he is a toilet cleaner or he is a sweeper or he is a cook. For them, human being is one. So international travel and long distance travel should understand that a person who is cleaning toilet should have equal hygiene the way we are giving it to a cook or an air hostess. But what we do, we give them bad clothes or dirty clothes, or we don't give them enough dresses to change. Secondly, we don't pay them well. Third, we don't treat them well. Now, whereas we all know that, by sitting on a chair in airlines, we may not catch bacteria, but in toilet we can catch bacteria. If the toilet gives us bacteria, then it is an infection which is going to cost you lakhs, because that infection can travel from stomach to kidney. So neither the traveler nor the airlines nor the airline staff is able to understand this, because unless and until we remove this barrier from the mind that toilet cleaner person is equally important for us, this will not happen. Second safety concern is the mosquitoes. Sometimes what happens is plane lands, the pilot immediately tells, disarm the doors. The doors are disarmed, but the bus which is going to carry you or the that ladder which they put in, that doesn't come in time. All mosquitoes fly in. Then what happens is immediate flight is there. The cleaner, what he does, he will use the air freshener and everything. Air freshener sometimes kills the mosquitoes, sometimes does not. And I have seen this from my naked eyes that in long distance travels, the mosquitoes are there. So we have to ensure this. And third thing is medical care. I have seen on many long travels, people going through high BPs, people going through vomitings, people going through diarrhea. There is no answer with airlines. Whereas these are regular problems which anybody can face. So airlines should have enough medical kit, enough medical, I'll say enough medicines, generic medicines, over-the-counter medicines to at least give them first aid. Now first aid box is all about injuries. It is not about the basic diseases. Suppose somebody has fever, from 100 it goes to 102. Now in that case, we generally use Meftal P. They don't have Meftal P. Suppose somebody has diarrhea, the best way to tackle diarrhea is to give them the medicine for stopping the loose motions. These are over-the-counter drugs. These things, this training can also be given to to the air hostess. When we give them safety training, that in case of fire or in case of emergency, this is how you have to behave. Why don't we give them training that, okay sir, if you have high BP or you feel giddiness or you feel this, you do this. This is a doctor's guideline. At least we can, give that comfort to the passenger. So I was traveling from Dubai. I am sharing my own experience. So I went to Dubai. I restarted going to Dubai about 6 years back. So in my 4th year of re-travel, say in 2023, I had high BP because I traveled in June to Dubai and I had food poisoning. So my BP went up. So I was getting examined from doctor, but doctor told me in Dubai that, sir, you should go back home as early as possible. So I was traveling from airlines after taking medicine, after taking rest of 2 days. So I told the staff that, okay, I am having high BP, give me the comfort. Don't give me this, this Sprite or, these juices to drink. But they didn't listen to me. So what happened, I I came just drinking water, whereas my body was not asking for water. It was asking for something better. So dehydration or rehydration, we should also train them on that. We just train them on two things. One is emergency landing. Second is, sir, your seat number 29, your veg meal. Seat number 28, your non-veg meal. That's it. So training should be multifold.
Is there any message you would like to add for the audience or the One Travel Alliance platform?
See, I am a business traveler. I am a corporate person. I represent the brand Nature's Nectar. In our company, my MD travel and my other teammates travel is about 200 times a year, but we have never got a corporate deal from any of the airlines. So when airlines only look for companies like KPMG or Infosys, they should look at MSME also. MSME has equal travel. Their number of travel is more than the large companies. But airlines do not focus on the MSME. This is one. Second is collaboration. There are many forums in the country. I will take an example of a forum called as EOA, Entrepreneur Owner Association. So they have chapters in each state of the country. Now EOA is basically occupied by, say, top 400 businessmen of that state, and each businessman has a turnover of 500 crores to 10,000 crores. So that means their travel must be about 400 crore rupees including family. Nobody approached them for tie-ups. International airlines approach them, but our Indian counterparts don't go. This is a sad story.
Thank you so much, sir. आपने इतने vital, मतलब it was like a learning session actually.
So you have to thank.
Yeah. So thank you very much. I don't know.
The show is One Travel Alliance OTA Expo.
So I thank OTA.
You thank One Travel Alliance OTA.
Okay, so I thank OTA and its team, One Travel Alliance and its team, for giving me this opportunity to speak about hotel and travel industry and my experiences. I loved it, and many thanks from the heart.